Well, it's been one of those days in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Maybe you've had one of those days where you knew you should expect the worst. Maybe not even hope for the best. Because it just doesn't happen around here. I had one of those days in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So as you know, if you listened to my podcast before, you've heard the names Eric Harris, the killer Robert Bates, who obviously shot and killed Eric Harris in cold blood. But of course, nothing's cut and dried in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So you can be a white man and even get a judge to say that you can go to the Bahamas for a fishing trip after you've killed the man known as Eric Harris. As if he was nothing. Was he nothing? I like to think not. I like to think that he's a symbol that all lives have value, that all lives matter, and that racism as a social construct is on its way out. There, I said it. Racism. Racism in its deadliest form. Violent elitism, where they think it's okay to kill someone, even though they're on the ground after committing a criminal act. Handcuffed, hands behind the back, a boot on the head. It's okay to kill that one. It's not okay. And today we had a victory. Now maybe you've watched CNN, or maybe you're in Honolulu and saw it on the news out there. It's all over. Robert Bates was found guilty of manslaughter 2. Guilty. See, Robert Bates is a multi-millionaire. That's how he got on the volunteer deputy force at the Tulsa County Sheriff Department. Oh yeah, it happened. They should have thought twice. They should have thought twice when the same Robert Bates, when they were trying to train him at the training facility, got so upset the two deputies training him that in a fit of rage, and I do mean rage, he had anger problems. Yes, Robert Bates has anger problems. I wonder how he's going to do in prison. So at the training facility, they're trying to train him, right? He turns around, aims the gun at the deputy. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's a problem. Yeah, I think that's a problem. And when he pulled a gun on a suspect that was already tied up on the ground, they were searching his premises. You can hear clearly in the background with Bates being seen, fully aiming the gun on the guy, like he wants to kill him, he wants to torture him. And he's teasing and mocking him before this. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? You can hear Bates' voice do that. They had to tell him to stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Like you would talk to a child. Well, Bates could get away with everything. Anything he wanted to. Except murder. Or manslaughter in this case was the charge. So I'm happy to say that he was found guilty today in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, I thought I would talk a long time about this, but I have such relief because we were preparing ourselves for the worst, and that the civil case, that we would win that. It's been a long year. It's been a long year without Eric Harris. We protested. We walked up and down the sidewalks. Whose streets? Our streets. We were taking Tulsa back. Tulsa would never be the same again. and this movement's coming to a city near you. I suggest you welcome it. If you have malfeasance in your local government, in your local police departments or sheriff, follow our organizational skills. If you happen to live in a state where it allows a regular citizen to come before the courts to ask for a grand jury petition for a grand jury investigation, you have to get a petition in our state. There's 6 states that allow this. You, the regular Joe citizen, you can do this too. And there was indeed malfeasance in our local sheriff department. Oh, was there ever? I won't go into the long story that it ended up with the sheriff being indicted and recommendations for the Tulsa County Sheriff Department. Now we have a new sheriff in town, Victor Regalado, after Sheriff Glanz was forced to resign. He's kind of like Glanz 2.0, so the jury's still out on him. But he should be walking that line, because we are watching. We're watching for him to slip up more than just a mistake, an honest mistake. We hope that he fulfills the recommendations that the grand jury suggested. But we'll just have to wait and see. That's where we're at this point. I was outside when the verdict was read, having not got back into the courthouse before they locked the doors. Yeah, that happened. It's alright. I was almost arrested last week on a Thursday, 1 week ago tomorrow, for adjusting my camera lens. I thought it was safe by the CNN guy. Guess I wasn't. Well, anyway, I didn't get arrested. No harm done. But I was a little bit leery. So I'm outside the courthouse, and I see that it's a guilty verdict. And I see Bob Bates, Robert Bates, his family exiting the sheriff department, or the courthouse rather, the Tulsa County Courthouse. You'll hear me yell in my last podcast. Oh, it was way too loud. I'm going to have to fix it. He was found guilty. I was really, really prepared for the worst, the not guilty verdict. And then I was concerned that there would be a riot. Could have possibly been a riot in Tulsa. Well, they fouled out with a deputy walking them because they were afraid, they were sobbing and crying, and you could tell they were withdrawn. Their bodies were into themselves. They weren't walking in a power stance, if you will. But I'm excited. Justice was served. So, there are different songs I could play. Honestly, the more I think about it, I really want to encourage people to organize in their own cities, to do what we've done in Tulsa. We've made history. We had our sheriff indicted. Think about that. Could you do that in your city? Let me help you. Contact me at politicalwoodstock@gmail.com. Let's make a plan. Don't let them get away with murder. This is a song on YouTube called Don't Let Them Get Away with Murder. If it's not for profit, you can play it. I'll end it with it. I thank you for listening. And again, Robert Bates found guilty. The revolution has begun.
Don't let them get away with murder. Don't let them get away with 15, 16, empty the clip, reload and pull the trigger back down. 17, 18, 19, frightening when you hit a rat-a-tat sound. 26, 27, every 28 hours, put another body under that ground. Where the governor, he absent, with the prosecutor and the captain. They say the process democratic, but we getting bullets even though we got the ballot. Where's Malcolm, where's Chewy? Where's Pac, where's Big, where's Tukey? Where's Jay, where's Nas, where's Snoopy? Yelling, the police like Boosie. Blame Nixon, he's guilty with the whole damn system. These filthy cops are his henchmen. Left Mike in the street, 4 hours definition of a lynching. And cause I ain't from down here, they gonna tell me I need to mind my business. I saw him dead with a bullet in his head. Go to the fans, I'm a witness. This war on us, 44's on us, and he's still telling us be peaceful. Every week another black youth murder, and he still got the nerve to tell us we equal. And when we stand up and put our hands up as a sign of protest, we evil. There's blood on the streets and blood on your hands. This time you answer the people. Don't let them get away with murder. 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 We gon' try 'em in these streets, no longer living on our knees. We better dying on our feet, ready to fight for our life. Asking the Almighty, please. Don't let them get away with murder. How many juries does it take to indict a killer cop just to get that trial? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, throw another victim on that pile. 7, 8, 9 incidents, but don't never get a pink slip in that file. 10 eyewitnesses, but they never give it, cause our pigment is brown. Where the prosecutor, he biased when the wash hands like Pontius Pilate. Then blame us when the people get violent. You're the weatherman that created this climate. Wanna be your highness, ready at a tyrant, cause you wanna try us, our people are defiant. Bringing out the dogs, wanna turn on the hydrant. Generation David ain't afraid of Goliath. We got the power, we got the heart, ain't none of us cowards. All this pain brought the change about us. Born for the moment, we made for the hour, made for the hour. What you gonna do when your cover gets blown? When the whole world see us all suffering at home, the complete opposite of that Star Spangled Song. Hands in the air for those that are